Hello everyone, in this video we are going to talk about how to learn Russian fast. By fast I didn't mean you will learn Russian in 1 month or in 2 months. I think it's just unrealistic and impossible for a regular person. We are going to talk about 10 effective methods which may help you to learn Russian as fast as it could be for you. Of course, it depends on your time, on your dedication, on your ability to learn new languages and etc. But generally, if you include these methods in your learning journey, it will help you to reach your goal faster. So let's start with the point 1. And the first one is to immerse yourself in the language, and I think many of you may underestimate this method. It's, of course, when you change your phone to Russian, it doesn't make you speak Russian or learn Russian, that's for sure. But if you take the whole picture of learning Russians like a wall, this action when you switch your phone to Russian is a small brick. And you will do a lot of actions to build this wall, and all these actions will be just a small bricks to the whole wall. So I believe in small bricks and small steps because in the long run they will lead you to achieve your goal. How can you immerse yourself in Russian? You also may switch your apps into Russian as well. And of course, in the beginning, it will be hard to understand what is said there, but with time, in 1 month, in half a year, you will understand a lot of words and phrases in Russian. Of course, watch Russian media. And I know that it's easier to watch a TV show or a movie in your native language because you just have a rest, you don't turn on your brain to work on the sentences and what's going on there in the film. You just enjoy the movie. But if you want to get faster results in your learning experience, you have to switch everything to Russian. So if you want to watch a movie, just make an effort and try to watch it in Russian, try to watch TV series in Russian, TV shows in Russian, interviews, listen to podcasts, try to do that in Russian. The more you consume Russian content, the better you understand Russian. And of course, in the beginning you will use subtitles, that's okay. Then gradually try to switch them off and try to understand what's going on in Russian without subtitles. Just try. And I'm pretty sure that you have Instagram or TikTok accounts. Follow Russian people there. You will understand better conversational Russian and try to engage with the content, write comments, ask questions, or just watch the content. And one more way to immerse yourself into Russian: to join the Russian speaking club. I would like to welcome you there because you will get everyday exercises to boost your Russian. It's a recommendation because it's a really cool way to boost your Russian. And then the second, try to focus on the core vocabulary. In the beginning, learn the most common words in Russian. The main idea here is to focus on practical phrases you will need for daily interactions. And by the way, in the beginning, when you just start learning a new language, and it's okay, you translate the sentence from your native language to Russian, and it's okay. And you don't have to learn the words you don't use in your native language because you want to say a specific phrase. So learn specific words in Russian and then translate your native language sentence to Russian, and just try to remember that. One more time, in this club you do the exercises with real Russian daily phrases which you need to interact to people, and do the exercises to help you to remember the words to improve your pronunciation. Check this club out and join. Use language learning apps such as Duolingo. I'm pretty sure that you already downloaded, and it's cool. Just keep up the good work with Duolingo. And you also may check Memrise and Anki for remembering new words and repeating them from time to time. And also you may try Tandem and HelloTalk to find a partner Russian partner who may help you to practice Russian. In exchange, you will help them with your language. So that's how these apps work. Speak regularly. And the apps I mentioned before may help you to practice Russian, but you have to do this regularly. It doesn't mean that you just open this app once or twice a week and you will get the result. No, the more you practice Russian, the better you get. The more you practice speaking, the better you get. And also you may try to find Russian speaking communities, Russian speaking clubs, where you may also find a partner and practice your Russian and find a friend, I don't know, a buddy who may help you with your Russian. And I think together it's easier to go to your goal. And also you may find online speaking clubs like mine. Join my club, you will practice Russian daily. Set small and achievable goals, and I think it's important because many of you in the beginning of this learning experience, you are motivated, it's a new thing, but since time you will just face with the problems, with the troubles, with misunderstandings, and it's really hard to learn new things, that's for sure. And you may give up in the beginning of this learning journey. Try to decrease the pressure on you. Try to set achievable goals. For example, to learn 10 new words per day, not 100 or 50 words per day, because it's a lot and you will not remember 100 new words per day. It's just crazy. Or try to watch only 20 minutes of Russian movie. When you get used to it, try to increase the time. 30 minutes, 1 hour, the full movie. It's working like that. And the most important thing is to practice speaking aloud. It means that when you read the questions, read the text, the sentences, try to make it aloud, because you will get used to the language and it will be easier for you to speak that language. Shadowing technique perfectly works for that task, and also in my club I give shadowing technique tasks, but if you want to do it by yourself, you just find a video in Russian and at the same time with the speaker you try to read the sentences. And when you can't do this, you just pause the video and repeat until you read the sentences with the right pronunciation, with the right rhymes. Alright, so you may start with 5 minutes per day to do this exercise, and it really will help you a lot. And you may also do the self-talk, and it works really well. For example, when you think about something, try to say your thoughts out loud in Russian. Or you may also just describe your day today, yesterday, tomorrow, and do it by yourself and do it out loud. And again, I would like to mention Russian Speaking Drill Club, my club I created, because there you speak out loud, you read out loud, you answer the question out loud, you practice your pronunciation out loud, everything you do out loud. Spaced repetition. I use this method and it worked for me really well, and also I would recommend you to try to use it in learning Russian words and phrases. Spaced repetition is a method of reviewing words and phrases at systematic intervals. In the beginning of the learning process, you review the words more often, like in an hour, in 3 hours, in 8 hours, in a day, and then the intervals become longer. And for this method I used Anki. It's an app I mentioned before. Also you may Google spaced repetition and find another option to do this technique. If you want to learn Russian fast, just take intensive classes. Or you may find online tutors on ITALKI, for example. If you want to work with me, there are 2 options for now. You may book 1 class per month on Patreon, or also you may book 4 classes, 4 lessons per month, or also on Patreon. If you have on your mind other schedule, you may write me, and I think we will find something else which will be comfortable for you. And of course, you may take intensive courses. For example, you want to improve your grammar. You may find intensive grammar course. It means that you will work on grammar, just drill the grammar, do the exercises, try to understand the rules, and again do the exercises, a lot of exercises. Or for example, you want to improve your speaking, then you join my club and you will get exercises where you may practice Russian. By the way, if you, for example, do the exercises from day 1, it was easier for you, you can get to day 2 and do more exercises in one day because you have the access to all exercises. Learn grammar in context. Instead of memorizing complex grammar rules, try to learn through sentence patterns and real life examples. So don't just the rule in general, but the real life examples as well. And in the beginning, try to build simple sentences. You don't have to make up complex sentences. You are a beginner and it's okay to just build up your own simple sentences. And the rule for anything: stay consistent and passionate. Even 15 or 30 minutes daily can make a huge difference in learning process. When you do something daily, you will get the result faster. No, it could be just simple actions, but try to practice Russian daily. Today you do grammar, tomorrow you don't want to practice any Russian, but try to do something fun, for example watch a movie or listen to a podcast. It depends on you what you like the most, but don't give up in the beginning, and don't give up in general. Try to make this habit to learning Russian daily, because you will be motivated to continue when you see the positive result. That's all for today. Thank you guys for watching. Please write what helps you to learn Russian, and do you practice Russian daily, or you do it like a couple of times in a week?